Welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Atherton High School correspondent Allie Stevens. This May, we'll celebrate one school's 100-year anniversary, we'll explore careers in engineering, and we'll tag along with student entrepreneurs. Let's start with a cool event at Hazelwood Elementary. Every student at the school received a new pair of athletic shoes and socks thanks to a donation from Samaritan's Feet International.
Is it on? They're not too tight.
So today we're at Hazelwood Elementary in Louisville, Kentucky. Samaritan's Feet is a nonprofit humanitarian aid. We're in our 20th year and we've done 9.25 million shoes worldwide. So today Hazelwood is part of our run to 10 million.
So I got a call maybe like a month and a half ago, and she just said, hey, do you want free socks and shoes for all of your students? And of course I thought it was a joke, and I was like, what? And she's like, no, really. I'm like, yes, please.
Catherine?
I think that they're very generous. Like, if you had broken shoes and then you just showed up today and you're just getting new shoes.
A lot of our students do not have shoes that fit them, as of course I was measuring their feet. A lot of them were wearing shoes that were way too big, too small.
It is a constant need. It's one of the top 5 at every school is shoes. It takes away a lot of the stress that parents might have of how am I going to get shoes? I might not have the money. I might not have the way to go to the school to get the shoes. Thank you for taking your precious time from your day to give us shoes.
So to have shoes that are just theirs, that are brand new, and then to make like a big spectacle of it and have all these people here just for them, like they just feel very special right now. We've really been building it up. We've been prepping them for like days, weeks. So we're trying to make it as special as we can. And when they got off the bus this morning and came through the gym and saw it all set up, they were like, yay! You know, today's the day.
Hi, how are you? I'm Brittany.
We have the First Lady of Kentucky, Brittany Bashir. We just wanted all of the people to come to Hazelwood and see all the wonderful things that we're doing here.
Our hope is to impart hope to kids. Health, opportunity, peace, and education. Bringing it to the kids and putting the new pairs of shoes on takes a lot of pressure off. And then it also takes pressures off the teachers in the school where the kids don't have those shoes that they can participate in gym or participate in class or out on the playground.
Students at Wellington Elementary School showed their business ideas to local Black business owners in the school's first Kidpreneur Idea Launch.
We have designed 2 products, actually. We have a solar-powered fan, which is our solar fan.
So we're at Wellington Elementary, and today we are working with a lot of Black-owned business owners in Louisville, Kentucky.
You're doing all that in elementary school?
Yeah, we're actually starting it this year.
To work with the kids and about what kidpreneurship was and how to start a business.
I want to know about Glow Girls. Give me the 411. What we got?
We chose to do our Season Survivors, which is a little project that we decided to do to help homeless people who are in need.
Therapy if you can't sleep, and we sell oils and other things.
Everything from services or products. So they're creating a for-profit business for a non-profit organization. So all the money that they are supposedly raising, they're going to keep some for profit, but then donate to a non-organization in their city or their community.
It's cool because I've never seen small Black businesses out in Louisville, and it's amazing.
We all understand and we want to all help people.
They put together a showcase, and so we'll have about 75 different ideas come through with our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. No 2 groups are the same. All of them have different business ideas. The beautiful part about it, the same Black-owned business owners of Louisville, Kentucky, all came back to show their support for these kids.
Pretty fun. It was mostly thinking about what we wanted to do at the start, but from there it started getting much easier and easier on the way.
I'm beyond proud of them. I love seeing how their ideas went from just a small little seed and now it's blossomed into a flower.
Fern Creek High School alumni, staff, and students celebrated the school's 100th anniversary with the unveiling of a historical marker.
We're at Fern Creek High School in Louisville, Kentucky, and today is the Centennial Chapter Marker Meeting.
This school community is incredible, and it truly is a family, in no small part to the people who call this place home year after year after year. I feel incredibly privileged to represent our school today for this start of our 100-year anniversary.
So our school and our community share a unique history and relationship. Fern Creek High School is a place where tradition meets today. Fern Creek High School is a place that has demonstrated that diversity strengthens community.
Our school is resilient, caring, and determined to make an impact and change things for the better.
Know ye that Louisville Metro Council hereby honors and recognizes March 13th, 2023 as Fern Creek High School 100th year anniversary celebration. Detail, can I get a hoorah?
The year is 1923, a year where our world is in shambles, developing innovations and rising to the caliber of pride and prominence as we walk with today. 100 years ago, Fern Creek High School's opening and brought juvenile joy to Louisville.
Today, we're proud to honor all who have walked the halls of Fern Creek High the past 100 years, and we look forward to the future and to continuing the tradition.
This is the Fern Creek Hall of Fame, and this is like all the alumni who are extremely important to the school's history. And what I said about it is I hope that in a few years from now, 20, 30 years from now, if God allows it, I'll be up here on this wall too.
We take great pride in our school and commit, as always, to keep the creek rising.
Fern Creek is a fantastic school, and there is no doubt in my mind that 100 years from now it will continue to be a great school on the 200th celebration.
Sophomore Daphne Powell was the first diver since 1996 to represent the J. Graham Brown School in the Kentucky State Diving Championship.
As Brown sophomore Daphne Powell prepares for her third state title appearance, she's glad she found the sport of diving.
It was really exciting knowing that I could still do some of the stuff I loved just in a different way, and it's given me something to look forward to.
The first sport that really got her active was gymnastics, but 2 different blood disorders forced her to call it quits.
It was really upsetting, but I kind of figured that it would come because I was always having to sit out because I was having joint bleeds or this and that, and it was just getting to the point where I didn't even want to do it anymore, even though I loved it so much.
Soon enough, she would take up swimming, a sport and activity known for having low impact on joints. Then, in the summer of 2019, she happened to learn about another aspect of organized swim teams.
I heard people talking about the dive team, and I was like, I'll try it, and then I fell in love with it.
Her gymnastics abilities help her when she jumps off the diving board.
One of my favorite parts of gymnastics was flipping and stuff like that, and I still have that, but in diving where it's safer for me and it's different technique and stuff, but it's still that same adrenaline rush.
Her talents are able to shine above the pool. When she was an 8th grader, she was the first diver to represent J. Graham Brown School in state championship competition since 1996. Although her blood disorders took her away from the sport she once loved, she's glad diving ended up being a part of her journey.
It feels good knowing that it's not something that could hold me back. It's something that brought me to this sport, and so it's really, if anything, helped me to get to the point where I am. It doesn't hold me back, and so it shouldn't hold anybody else back either.
Kentucky's governor was honored by the students at St. Matthew's Elementary School with their annual kindness wreath.
We're at St. Matthew's Elementary where we had a visitor today from Frankfort, the governor of the state of Kentucky.
Just as our students work on visioning their future, our governor has worked hard visioning a commonwealth where our students can flourish. Now I would like to ask our kindness ambassadors to join me and present the kindness wreath to Governor Beshear. Each ribbon that's tied on this wire foundation represents a kind deed throughout the month that our Tigers have done, whether that's here at school to one of their classmates or teachers, or at home with one of their parents or siblings.
I want to tell you that being kind makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it also, yes, but it also makes other people feel so good.
And you are? Nice to meet you. And you are? Penelope, nice to meet you.
It gives them goals to look forward to knowing that kindness in action pays off, and some of the character education that was being taught here at St. Matthew's, it can flourish throughout the state.
Correspondent B. McCarty visited Bloom Elementary to check out their Food is Elementary program.
In the heart of the Highlands, Bloom Elementary is creating a community of awesome kids. One thing the students are learning is the art of food. Food is Elementary is a program that teaches kids to grow, prepare, and cook food. During the warmer months, students at Bloom learn how to grow various kinds of produce in the garden in front of the school. Hallie, in Miss Tuttle's first grade class, shares her experience with Food is Elementary.
We are trying to we're making the dirt less rocky and hard so the plants can grow better. It's fun, and I'm a very messy person and I like getting messy. I really like planting and helping doing this, and it's really fun. We talk about healthy food, and we learn about what we should eat.
This week, they're learning about nutrition and making pizzas with JCPS guests Andrea Wright and executive chef Christopher Bird.
They have a class called Food is Elementary, so they asked the chef to come and myself to make a cold veggie pizza with the kids, and we're showing kids a little bit about knife skills, how to cut, dice, slice, things like that.
We offer, we're calling it chef services. Pretty much I come out, and depending on what class I'm working with, we'll determine exactly what we're talking about. But I'll come out and I'll talk about mindful eating, talk about the meal patterns and school lunch. This was a chef event with a FIE class. We're doing a little bit of touching back, recapping their knife skills that they've done before, talking a little bit about food safety.
Despite only being elementary students, it's awesome to see young kids learning important life skills. For Our Kids, I'm Atherton High School correspondent B. McCarty.
We've got more JCPS stories coming up. Stay tuned.
This is where we're going, to a future with endless possibilities and new opportunities. And we're doing this together. Jefferson County Public Schools is transforming public education with your help. We are moving forward with a bold vision to engage and empower learners so that all students can thrive. By building modern, welcoming, innovative schools that inspire learning inside and out. Designing personalized, hands-on experiences that make discovering new ideas meaningful and fun. Connecting all students to the global community and equipping them with state-of-the-art technology so learning can take place anywhere, anytime. Led by a top-notch team of teachers, leaders, and staff behind a common goal, giving every child the tools and resources they need to succeed, no matter where they live or what school they attend. With you, JCPS is crafting a new narrative, one that gives students and their families real choices to attend thriving schools closer to home. Offering equal access to robust schools and programs across the community that ignite students' interest and fit how they learn best. And we're doing all of this while cultivating a sense of belonging and pride in our students and staff.
This is the next chapter for JCPS. This is our story.
Come imagine it with us.
I love my school.
My teachers care about me and my success.
JCPS has prepared me for what's next.
I am JCPS.
I am JCPS.
I am JCPS.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Atherton High School correspondent Allie Stevens. The Sherman-Minton Bridge Renewal Team, along with Kentucky Transportation Cabinet engineers, explained the massive bridge engineering project to students at Grace James Academy.
Just a show of hands, how many of you have driven across the Sherman-Minton Bridge?
So we're actually here today at Grace James Academy. We're visiting with the students, trying to encourage some young minds to explore engineering and technology. So it's got 6 lanes. There's 3 on the top that carry folks from Kentucky into Indiana and 3 on the bottom.
Some of the things that I learned was that it takes a lot of process and ideas and inspiration and time to build just something, one thing that can help millions of people.
This is the truss bridge.
We have representatives from the project team. I'm from Michael Baker. We're the engineering firm that's been assisting NDOT and KYTC with the development from the environmental document through construction inspection. We've got representatives from C2 Strategic Communications who have been a partner with that, and then representatives from Kentucky Transportation Cabinet as well.
What shape is the strongest shape?
Today we're going to be doing the bridge building activity. We bring the Connects toys, if you played with them as a child or maybe your kids did, to help build trusses.
Okay, so we're making a bridge. Right now I'm building like the triangle for like the entrance of this.
Getting hands dirty, I love just building stuff.
Put it no, you gotta put it right there.
We love to do outreach and hopefully influence some young minds to come join us in the engineering field. You know, the world always needs more engineers.
We've seen a lot of growth over the years, but there's always room for great young minds, and we're really excited about the future.
The KEEN program, which is our outreach for students to try to get them involved in engineering at a young age and hopefully recruit them to come work for the state one day.
So I was inspired because I want to be an engineer also. Are you guys ready to test it?
We'll put them on our device that we've built to do strength testing to see which students can come up with the best bridge.
Iroquois High School's first-year Aspire Higher program has helped a group of seniors collect more than $2 million in college scholarship offers.
Last spring, we collected about 13 of some of our highest achieving juniors and asked them to be a part of this program. It is an offshoot of the Fern Creek Ivy Plus Academy that Bo Baker started. And what we've done is we just try to give them more guidance, mentoring, and information on the whole college application process. They've been so successful. We have 13 students in our program right now, and they've earned more than $2,237,000 in scholarships.
It's not just us, but it's something that Mr. Baker has created that is going to help not only Iroquois and Fern Creek students, but hopefully other students in JCPS and maybe across the country as it evolves.
I'm thankful for all the opportunities with Aspire Higher because I know with all the adversities of life and all these programs, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself.
The Aspire program, I don't know where to start. It was everything for me, basically. I applied to 6 different schools. I got accepted into 5 of them. All of my school I applied to were because of the Aspire High.
I didn't believe in myself that I had any chance to, get into Louisville with the full ride scholarship, but here I am now. But the Aspire Higher program really just helped me to apply to scholarships and stuff. But I just feel like it's really important to realize how big an impact a place or a program can have on you personally, because I didn't really have any hope in myself, but I do now.
Always email Mr. Baker, and he always replied in less than 24 hours with any question I had. So for me, the Aspire program was just like having that one friend that you can just be like, hey, what's up? Yep. I need you, and I got you.
We talk a lot here at Iroquois High School about changing the narrative, and this group of Aspire Higher students are the perfect example of hardworking, bright students here doing incredible things. I know that they're going to continue on in college and doing great things.
Correspondent Sam Fowler introduces us to a Fern Creek High School teacher who was part of the Our Kids program when he was a JCPS student.
In 2015, Cole Dodd was a senior at Fern Creek High School. He was a state champion wrestler, a morning anchor for the Media Arts Department, and helped produce Our Kids Stories. Fast forward to today, Cole Dodd is a teacher at Fern Creek High School, helping the new generation of Tigers.
Cole Dodd reflects on his experiences growing up in the JCPS community, his accomplishments as a student, and his promising future as a teacher and a wrestling coach.
I was able to grow up here, even though I was in elementary and middle school, and I knew that I would go through it. And so, it's providing me opportunities to wrestle and to meet teachers. And I knew from my junior year on that I wanted to come back and teach at my alma mater and just be a teacher, just and impact, people just like the teachers impacted me. Wrestling is a difficult sport, and it's something that you're not good at right away. You've got to work, and it's something that shaped me mentally. It's prepared me for life, and I had some success in high school, and went on to be able to really pay for my education based on that off wrestling. So I'm doing that now, hopefully using the sport to teach kids about life as well. I was able to anchor. I think I was the sports announcer, so anytime that I would show up to school early enough, and then I was able to do just announcements at the beginning of the day and then after. But it was the biggest thing I think I got from that and being a part of our kids is just the community outreach. See other schools and see their programs, highlighting them, doing things that show really what are the good things of the community and the good things JCPS is doing. To actually work with some of my teachers that influenced me and impacted me and inspired me to be a teacher has been, it's been a joy. It's probably my favorite thing about coming back to Fern Creek. I'm able to go to them for mentoring and just ask them about the profession, because truly it is a challenging job, but with them, heck, they've lasted, and I want to see what have they done well and try to put it into my teaching in my classroom.
Cole Dodd is a prime example of how JCPS prepares young people to come full circle from student to teacher. For Our Kids, I'm Atherton correspondent Sam Fowler.
A Jeffersontown High School freshman found his passions in his middle school's Explore Pathways.
My name is Colin Bartlett. I'm a freshman at Jeffersontown High School. I went to Ramsey Middle School. Ramsey, they had a robotics program I did in 6th grade. I enjoyed that a lot. When I got 7th and 8th grade, I was in the business program, which that also was very fun, and I enjoyed it. When I was looking at high schools, I knew J-Town had a pretty good business program, but I also knew they had a good engineering and robotics program, so that kind of geared me to go here, and because they had both of those interests, which I honestly thought was beneficial for me. We just did a bunch of different activities regarding business and finance, and that it genuinely was fun. I realized this is what I want to do for my future.
Explore gives them that opportunity, just honestly kind of what it means, explore different pathways, for instance, robotics and engineering, business and communications, healthcare science. It just kind of gives them a little bit of taste of everything so they can kind of see what they like and what they don't like. And if they fall in love with robotics, then they can start looking at an Academies of Louisville school that offers that. It might be a different school that they might have thought about going to.
J-Town just ties into everything I want to do, and Ramsey kind of helped me figure that out.
From an academic standpoint, their teachers and our J-Town teachers, they collaborate throughout the year and communicate throughout the year, so that if we have a student at Ramsey, let's say, who's in their health science program and is learning about health science, those teachers have a connection with my allied health teachers. And so from a vertical alignment standpoint, educationally, it's really adding some depth to their experience. We are not asking students to choose a career field as middle school students at all. But we are exposing them to options and opportunities so that they can kind of get those wheels in motion. And if they do find a passion, then absolutely they can ease right into that in high school. And if they realize it's not for them, then they can make another choice.
I think people at Ramsey, they all enjoyed it. It all helped them and understand what they wanted to do for their futures. It helped to what stuff they're into, what their gifts and talents were. And I feel if we expand that to other middle schools, all the other students will have that option. And I think it's an amazing thing. I think it's one of the most beneficial things they could possibly offer.
33 students in Central High School's pre-med magnet program received their white coats from U of L Health.
Ambio Ali.
I had the honor to have 33 of our students be the first to embark upon what I will stand firmly in knowing that this is the first of many.
This program has not been only myself, but my peers' motivation as well to become more in line. The eagerness to make a difference in our community has pushed us so much further than we can have ever imagined. In the hospital, we are given a clear image of our future selves. I see it, so I can and will be it.
That white coat is a superpower, and the power and the responsibility is heavy. Parents, they've seen so much. They've seen women give birth. They've seen patients be intubated. They've seen the highs and lows of people's lives. They've seen it all. They've learned so much already. And you're learning not from books, right? It's the best way to learn. You're learning through seeing. You're learning things that you will never forget. You're learning patience and experiences that you will never forget. But on behalf of everyone on the stage, I want to say that we have also learned so much from you all.
People such as yourselves have been the firm foundation of our magnet and have given us an opportunity and a new look into life.
As I always say, we don't make moments at Central, we make what? History.
Tracy Drain is a great JCPS graduate from Wagner High School. Check out her inspiring story.
Hello, I am Tracy Drain. I am a Wagner graduate, and I now work at NASA as a flight systems engineer for the Europa Clipper mission. I decided to study engineering in school because I wanted to do something related to space. I was really into Star Trek and Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and all those things. Part of the job of systems engineers and many people is to make sure that you are testing the spacecraft hardware and software to ensure it's going to work together after you launch it, because these things are going millions of miles away. You can't send an astronaut to go fix it if something goes wrong with it. And so we have to think about all the things that can go wrong and then set up these tests. And for me, setting up the scripts, running those tests, looking at the data that's coming back, digging through the data to figure out what happened. Wow, that's not what we expected. What do we do about that? Like, that's really fun. It's like a mystery solving game of spacecraft design. So the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter is still in orbit around Mars, and that was the very first flight project that I participated in. I worked on Juno, which for like 9 years of my life. I started 2 years before launch in 2011, sending back like truly breathtaking images of that planet. The Clipper mission that I joined in 2018, that I'm the flight system engineer for now, we are launching that one in October 2024, and that's going to take another 5 years to get out to Jupiter, but study Europa, which is a moon of Jupiter. The spacecraft that I worked on that has had the most incredible, to me, impact on science has been Kepler. And that was a spacecraft, again, I was only on it for a couple of years. It launched in 2009 and spent time looking for exoplanets, a few thousand planets that have been confirmed. But the thing that is particularly amazing about that is that scientists have been able to extrapolate from that to understand how common planets are in our Milky Way galaxy. And a thing that we literally did not know before this mission is that planets are ridiculously common. I liked that at Wagner in particular, there were a lot of different options of things. Maybe because I was in advanced classes, I took a lot of humanities, which I think, even though around middle of high school I was geared toward a STEM career, humanities have always still just been very important to me because they make you think about yourself and your interaction with people and what does it mean to be here on this planet and all of those things. I got a lot of value out of that. I mean, it's just the getting to know kids from your neighborhood and then from other neighborhoods and people who have a wide diversity from you, the kinds of things that you do and think about and are interested in. It was a really good environment to grow up in. I liked it.
Congratulations to the 16 Vote Scholarship Award winners. Each student will get $10,000 toward their college education. The Youth Performing Arts School performed at the Superintendent's State of the District address. They really know how to swing. Thanks for watching our show. You can find entire episodes on our JCPS YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.